Hey everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. And this week, guys, we had huge news. We had a huge launch week on Comic Frontline. This past Tuesday, we launched Comic Frontline. We had our first live show, which basically kick-started the site, even though we started doing videos on there anyway. And it was huge. Thank you guys so much for coming out, commenting, or showing support, or however you showed your support for the live show and the channel. Thank you guys so much. Please continue to share Comic Frontline with everybody. Recently, this past Friday, because this haul is a day late, obviously I guess due to the snow, mail was a day late, so we got the comics today, and that's why the weekly comic book haul is going up on Saturday night instead of Friday night. But anyway, this past Friday, from about 9:20 to 10 o'clock, we had our first interview on Comic Frontline, and it was with the immortal Patrick Shand, and it was an amazing interview. I was there, Jay was there, and Brant was there, and we had a great sit-down conversation with Patrick Shand about not only Robin Hood, not only Godstorm, but the entire Zenescope universe, and things to come, little hints, little teasers dropped. And we had a great time. So if you guys did not see that video yet, it is live on Comic Frontline right now. For those of you that came and hung out with us live, thank you guys for sticking with us. We hope you had a great time. Look forward to more shows like that in the near future. We are talking to other people. I did give you guys a little teaser about that. We're not going to tease who it is until the day of. So you're not going to know who we're interviewing until you find out on our Twitter the morning of. So guys, if you're not subscribed to Comic Frontline's Twitter, or if you're not following us on Twitter, I should say, definitely check us out on Twitter. You can follow us, go on Twitter at Comic Frontline, and you'll find us. That's where we have all our up-to-the-minute news. Whenever a video goes up, it's tweeted. Whenever an article goes up or big news comes up, it's tweeted. Unless it's 5 in the morning and none of us are awake, but we post our videos or whatever, then usually it goes up the next morning. But we try to stay as Jay has been killing it on the Twitter, so up to the minute stuff there. As far as us, Mike's Dragon Ball replica review went up, my blind bag video for the G.I. Joe figures went up, and I believe episode 3 of Trash Pack Time went up. We actually got more trash packs today. I believe we have about 5 episodes recorded so far, and we have 2 more series that we're going to delve into, so that's something to look forward to in the weeks to come. Podcasts are also are starting up. We just got out of January, so we've got Webheads that are coming pretty soon. We've got Superman coming very soon, and we have the Walking Dead one coming soon as well. Walkers, I believe, is what we're calling that podcast. And we're working on another podcast, which I'm keeping under wraps for now, but it does involve what we were talking about with Mr. Patrick Shand on Friday. So let's get into the books this week. As far as here, I'm working tireless. I've been on a really crazy schedule at work lately, which is why Comic Book Corner on this channel hasn't moved forward. I know I promised you guys 2 more Comic Book Corners before we moved into before I completely ended the series on here. You guys will get that, I promise. I have Volume 4. I'm going to wait a while and see if the price goes a little bit down for Volume 5. If not, I'll just buy it at the price it's at now. But I try to usually wait till it goes down a couple of bucks on Amazon, so we'll see. But I will give you guys Volume 4 and 5 before completely shutting Comic Book Corner down on this channel. So let's get into the books this week. I left a special book at the very end, and there's a reason for it. I'm probably going to get a little feedback from it, but I don't care. I love this cover and I had to get it. Anyway, let's continue. Let's start with Justice League of America issue number 12. Green Lantern Corps issue 28. This already has 2 strikes. Let's see how it goes from here. Superman Wonder Woman issue 5. Nightwing issue 28. Rogues Rebellion, the Pendulum issue number 5 of 6. Wolverine and the X-Men issue 42. Next issue is The End. All New X-Men issue 23. I hear it has a shocking ending on the final page. Superboy issue 28, or as me and Jay call it, John Lane Kent 28. If this book continues to be the way it is, I think this will be the first super book I drop. Batman issue 28, taking a break from Zero Year and giving us a little taste of what's coming in Batman Eternal this April. Normally, I don't mind when, I understand there's 2 sides to this coin. I'm not happy because this issue now takes away from a 0-year issue, and now that means 0 year is going to continue an extra month, and 0 year was a year event almost, or I believe a 7-8 month event, and we're still in chapter 2 of 3. So that's the downside. The upside is we didn't have to buy an extra Batman book, so I understand why DC did it. They decided, hey, we'll postpone the story in Batman 0 year, give you guys Eternal, so you don't have to pay an extra $3.99, but at the same time now, we have to wait an entire month until the next installment. And to be honest, Batman 0 year has been an average read. Sometimes it's been very, very good, and then just sometimes it falls under the average 3.5 stars. So honestly, at this point, especially because once Forever Evil ends, I want to continue forward in the present for Batman, I would like to get 0 year done so we can move forward. And I know we have Batman and I know we have all the other Batman titles where we have the nearly present day stuff going on, but I'd like Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder to also be in the present day Batman again, because those stories are really good. Batgirl issue 28. I got She-Hulk issue number 1. So many people are talking big on Miss Marvel. I might give it a shot after all, because so many people are liking it. I will see maybe next week's, not next week, but the week after, because I already made next week's order, but maybe the week after that, we'll see. Smallville Alien issue number 3, which is the continuation of season 11. Suicide Squad issue 28, because it's connected to Forever Evil. Mike's Coffin Hill issue number 5. Mike's Revolutionary War Death's Head 2 one-shot. We got Winter Soldier issue number 1. We got the Animal variant. This way, if we don't like it, at least we have a really nice cover. All New X Factor issue 3. Constantine issue 11. Sonic the Hedgehog issue 257. This is the Station Square Rescue variant, because the original one was too video gamey for me. Walking Dead issue 121. This is, I believe, part what of the All Out War?
Part 7.
7. So we are now past the halfway mark. Deadpool issue 23 with an awesome homage to Aliens. I really like this cover. And now the cover that I loved. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm going to get a little bit of flack for this, but I don't care. I saw this cover and I saw this variant, and it was the same price as the regular comic, and I couldn't turn it down. Superior Spider-Man issue 27 point now. The first part of the Goblin War, I had to get the Animal variant. Look at this kitty! This kitty is cute! I'm sorry, I saw the original. I've seen Goblin Nation Part 1, that picture plastered everywhere. This kitty's so cute, and I mean, it's not even covered by the barcode, anything. They actually have the cat full out. I love this cover. I had to get it. It's so freaking cute. I'm actually debating finding a spot somewhere to put this because it's so dang cute. And I had to get it. Mind you, I'm a dog person more than a cat person. However, we did have a cat, and this was a dang cute cover. Hey. I wasn't 100% on board with Superior Spider-Man. Now at least I have a kitty variant, so. Now we're going into the comments. We're going back to last week's weekly comic book haul. My man Nick. Nick's got the questions every episode, every video, and I love it. Okay, first, are you looking forward to the premiere of Power Rangers Super Mega Force? I watched the first episode. Saban, I don't agree with his, we don't need plot, we need just the Sentai parts and comedy. I would agree. I would say that we need plot with the story, but I thought it was okay, but I don't like the Blue Ranger. I really am not a fan of the Blue Ranger, and I don't know. I'll see episode 2. To be determined, let's say that. Second, do you think that after the whole Superman Man of Terror story from Earth 2, we might see the formation of the Justice Society? I hope. Third, which past member of the JSA would you like to see show up on Earth 2 next? Didn't we answer this question a couple of dozen times already? I said Wildcat. I believe that I've answered this question before. Fourth, why is that the Spectre is on Prime Earth instead of Earth 2 like the Pre-New 52 did on the first one? I have no clue. I don't know why the Spectre's anywhere. You're going to have to ask DC that one, Nick. I'm sorry. Fifth, Mike, would you like the Spectre to join Justice League Dark after Forever Evil since he is supernatural, a supernatural character?
No, because when I did a Constantine review, he had a really big, huge grudge against John Constantine, so yeah, I really don't think it would be necessary. That's what I think.
Next, Spice Nug. Nice haul. Now we got 4 questions. Clint Barton or Oliver Queen in a fight?
Oliver Queen.
Evenly
Oliver
matched.
Queen.
Have you or Mike ever watched Farscape? No. Which
Nope.
DC book would you like to see Zeb Wells work on? And which Marvel book would you like to see Jeff Lemire work on? Marvel-wise, Jeff Lemire, we need a horror book. Let's think. What horror book's out for Marvel right now?
Deadpool?
Maybe a Deadpool. Maybe Deadpool,
I think
like
Deadpool
a
would
Deadpool
look
miniseries. As far as Wells, I have no clue. And number 4, which DC character would you like Patrick Stewart to play as, assuming you don't hate the actor? I like Patrick Stewart, and he would make an interesting Lex Luthor, I'll say that, especially because he's known for much better than who they already picked.
Oh god, don't even bring it up.
Jay, love the Morpher. I think X-Men Legacy is the Nightcrawler series they promoted a few weeks ago with the Banff teaser. Mike, you're going to love it.
Alright, just hope
And
it
then
doesn't play much
Spidey.
Legion.
And then Spidey, thanks for answering my question. I agree with what you said about Earth 2 Superman. I think if he doesn't die, he might retire or leave Earth and make Val the new Superman of Earth 2. Also, what do you think of the new Captain America and Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailers? Freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
Both of them were freaking awesome. Can't wait for both movies at this point. And I wasn't too pumped up for Amazing Spider-Man 1. We're now in the indie comic review from last week. Nick's the first one up. I didn't mean your Comic Book Corner going over to Comic Frontline, but Comic Book Corner Classic that you and Mike Spider Slayer do, that is also moving over to Comic Frontline. I'm hoping to finish off the Reign of the Superman. Maybe I'll just do a complete Comic Book Corner. Well, I did one on this channel, so maybe I'll just finish off what's left, or we'll do a live show. Me and him will just conclude the whole Reign of the Superman as soon as me and Mike have time together to do it. Another thing, the New 52 series that features Mr. Majestic was Team 7. Thank you, it was Team 7. First of all, first of all the spin-off ongoing series that started, that starred Superman, which one would you love to see come back? Superman Batman, with Ed McGuinness doing the art and, oh god, Jeff Loeb doing the was it Jeff? Yeah, Jeff Loeb doing the writing. Because I'm telling you guys the truth, Batman Superman's going nowhere, and there's no point to Jay Lee's artwork in a Superman Batman book. Second, do you think that Hellboy and Ghost Rider will ever do a crossover? No. Third, do you think Suicide Squad could continue as a backup feature to Harley Quinn? No. Fourth, could Nightwing series continue as a feature of Batman Eternal? I don't think Nightwing will continue as a feature. However, I do believe Nightwing, if he does live through Forever Evil, will play a part in Batman Eternal. Now we got Dan. Dan, great review, guys. I'm going to pop over to Assailant Comics site and check them out. Tommy seems to be making that his pick of the week as well, because he was making the noise in the background. The Argo Comics signing is not until March 19th. 3 to 8 p.m. at Collector's Kingdom in Hutchinson, New York. Thanks, Dan, for the comment. That's why I figured you'd comment and let me know the full 411. Now we're in the comic review, and Spice Nug starts it off. Cool review, guys. Interested that Val has the same phobia as my mom. Spice Nug subscribed to Comic Frontline a while ago, so looking forward to the first live show. It was great. I'm glad you were looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys do that as well as all the other stuff you guys will be doing on the channel. Thank you. And then Nick is the conclusion here. First, is there a series that Matt Fraction wrote that either you or Mike liked? To my memory, I have no clue. I'd have to go back and look. Second, have you guys ever played any of the Assassin's Creed games? I have every single one of the Assassin's Creed games. I've played 1, I've played 2, I've skipped Brotherhood. I have them all. I just have to. I want to stop skipping around, and I wanted to play them in chronological order. So I played a little bit of 4 and then stopped, and now I'm going back to number 2, and I'm going to finish number 2 first. I'm really behind on my games, obviously, if you couldn't tell. Third, what do you think? What do you not like about the Defenders from Marvel Comics?
Nothing.
Nothing. I don't read them though either.
I read it. Nothing wrong.
It was Invaders, not Defenders.
Oh, Invaders? Oh, I thought you said Defenders. Oh, my bad.
Fourth, did you know that Indestructible Hulk is ending with issue number 20? Yes, and it's being relaunched as Hulk. Yes, I knew that. Fifth, what are some of the things that you like about the Batman comics in the New 52 and the pre-New 52? Pre-New 52, I never read Batman. I read one or two books from Batman, and obviously I read Superman Batman. And Superman Batman got me interested in Batman. When the New 52 started, that's when I got interested in checking out every single one of the number ones minus one or two, like Demonites and stuff like that. I knew I was never going to like that series, so I didn't waste my time with it. But currently, I'm loving what's going on in Batman. I just want Zero Year to end, you know, because it feels like we've been in Zero Year forever. Now that Batman Eternal kind of crossed into it, it's gonna last an extra month. I'm liking where Batman and is going. I'm just hoping that at some point the whole story arc is to lead back to Batman and Robin, but obviously I don't think that's going to happen because of what we saw or what people are talking about that happened in Batman issue 28. I guess it's yet to be determined, or it could take another year, who knows. Batman the Dark Knight, I tried several times with that book, it didn't work, but Batman the Dark Knight's ending. What other Batman books are there? Dark Knight and Batman. Detective Comics I just got back into. Gothopia is an okay story arc so far.
Incorporated?
Batman Inc. I never read. I'm not a fan of that story, that really, and unfortunately I didn't get the last issue, but that's where Damian died. But I never read Batman Inc. from the first volume, so I wasn't going to read the second. As far as the Bat Family, I love Nightwing. Batgirl's doing really well. I don't read Talon, but I hear Talon's going to be making a big thing, big impact in the Batman universe. What else is there? Suicide Squad, I don't know if that falls under Batman, but Suicide Squad's okay, and I don't really read Birds of Prey, so if I missed anything, you guys see from what I get in my haul. But Batman's a really solid book right now. Batman really didn't have that many changes done to him in the New 52, except for the huge plot hole now that Batman went through about 3 or 4 Robins in approximately only 5 years. So every year there was a new Robin, and that's kind of stupid. But beside the point, other than that, Batman's gone unscathed. So really there's not much of a change from the pre-New 52 and the New 52. The biggest change was in Superman, and we're suffering through that as Superman fans now reading this stuff. So, And with that, that's it, guys, for this week's Weekly Comic Book Haul. Look forward to the indie review. It's going to be either a doubleheader tomorrow, or if I finish reading all the books, because I missed a few books and I actually have to still read them, either you'll see the indie review early Sunday morning or late Sunday afternoon, and then you'll be seeing the big two. That's these books here. You'll be seeing the regular comic review, as always, on Monday morning, but I know it's President's Week or President's Day. For me, I only get President's Day off, but I know for a lot of people they have President's Week off. So we'll see what happens, but it will definitely, all the reviews should be up by Monday. Look forward to a ton of comic reviews on Comic Frontline from me and Mike. And look forward to just a bunch of stuff in general. If you haven't seen the interview with Patrick Shan, like I said, go check it out at Comic Frontline. And by the way, don't forget to check out ComicFrontline.com as well as ComicRelated.com. We are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and more. And you can't say Comic Frontline without saying Comic Related and vice versa, because we work together as a team, as a full entity, and between the two of us, you are never left out of any news. Comic Frontline, we are at the front line of everything news related for comic books, TV, movies, comic books, video games, toys, and more. I kind of had a brain freeze there. Same thing with Comic Related. We're also out front also. And that's that. So guys, check us out. Till next time, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting. Feel free to leave comments in this video, the indie review, the comic review, and your comments will be heard next week on the Weekly Comic Book Haul. Small notice, the Weekly Comic Book Haul might be late due to President's Day. You know, mail is not working or not going on Monday, so that means mail is going to be a day behind. So either the comics again will come on Saturday, we might get lucky and they come on Friday, or they might even come on Monday. We don't know yet, but I'm praying that that option doesn't happen, that it either comes Friday or Saturday, because it'd be a pain if they came on Monday, because then it's a lot of reading, catching up, and getting it up for the review. Anyway, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon in another review. Take care, everybody.